but it's also not the best TA game ever at the same time, right? I mean, it's good for Snicks. You can always farm without getting solo killed. Doesn't really hit the egg. That's one issue. You can kind of like deal a Tinker as well. He doesn't mess with you.
And
see how
he's going to look for the
effective it
backstab.
is. This is a big wave that's pushing in. Xnova is going to have to land some pretty good fire spirits to slow down the damage here. TIEBREAKER is actually going to be the first one to die here. Monet's going to follow him, but they got the first blood. G2.iG probably going to trade out 2 for 2. No, Xnova not quite dying, and it's Why You Smile who may die to the tower. Stays alive just barely thanks to the last bit of wisp healing that he was getting, but wbg could keep going. I mean, he could pop a clarity here and keep chasing, hit an impale, and maybe he gets the job done, and he does.
All right, I mean, 3 for 1? That's just too over anxious. Not playing it patient enough.
And now they're just feeding.
Yeah, that's a really bad death to give away here. Gank in on this Tinker if you can in the next minute or two here.
Yeah, interesting the Enchantress spending more time trying to put pressure on the Mars than secure the power runes. PYW, similar battle at the top lane, where he will die to the 2 supports of G2.iG.
Very split right now, and like you said, it is giving the Tinker a lot of time to just power up here. Already level 8.5, close to that Blink Dagger. In fact, they're going to make the play on the TA.
Got the pin back, very nice, especially with G2.iG moving across like this. They have plenty of little bits of damage to burn through Refraction.
Needed something. What he finished? He finished Phase Boot, so that was a big secure.
Okay.
Give him some benefit of the doubt here.
Sure.
I mean, why? It's just completely in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah, what are you doing here? How'd you end up here? What's your story?
This early game is not syncing up for LGD at all. They will find the Knicks. You know, I mean, in theory, yeah, it was supposed to be the lane that was getting pressured, but G2.iG played it well here, and
7 minutes faster than the patch average.
Yeah, that is incredibly fast for support to have a full vessel before 11 minutes.
wbg's level 6 already, so he's going to set up for a kill on you. It's a good Nyx Assassin game. If you can get out of lanes, he's got Ion Shell, he's got Ember Spirit, Flame Guard. He's got a lot of different ways for Spike Carapace to set up.
Pretty interesting. I mean, the late game Parasma is definitely something you see, and you can get it between that 3rd, 5th item slot on this hero. It's definitely very valuable, but I guess it helps with your farming speed and everything. They're going to try on the Troll. The Ags is being delivered.
Still has ult, and he gets it off. Yeah, the vacuum almost caught him, but he's just going to be running down lane to his doom. And nothing to say, tries to cover him a little bit with a march to the machines. JT comes in, beautiful arena, halting all the momentum. They're chasing after the Tinker. It'll save the Tinker's life, though it might cost wbg, as there's just too many heroes here from LGD. They brought all 5 up to this top fight for the Troll, and now the Nyx Assassin.
Another aggressive objective push by him, especially with no ult. He would love to take him down again here.
They're going to start going on him. Nice, God's Rebuke once again, stop the charge from PYW. They're going to pop the Supernova, so Monet can try to fight around that one, but the egg, it's not dying fast enough for LGD. It's going to successfully explode, and Xnova turns the spirits onto Shiro. Shiro's in trouble, gets pinned up by JT, now he's dead. This tower is no saving grace for LGD. The Supernova proving to be the superior team fight objective for G2.iG to play around, and it works beautifully.
Man, control this game beautifully. Xnova 4-0 and 4. That early vessel doing some work. Find another quick arena kill on the breaker. As NTS continuing to power up here. This is not a hero you want to give this sort of pace to.
No. Already breaking 10K net worth so early on into the game. He's going to be getting that fast Parasma. Took a little pit stop for a 4 stats just for some extra survivability. So maybe part of that is just the nerf to...
That would be ideal here with this last pick Templar Assassin. Auras on the Darkseer are going to be your green light to try and get that to work for you. G2.iG just continuing to find the pickoffs here. Slowing LGD's game down every time.
Still looking for more too. JT runs into Shiro, but Shiro blinks back before he gets caught. JT's still going to go for it. Blinking forward, hitting the Yules, pin back on the arena. Monet starts going to work. The Refraction has been burned through with the Supernova there on the side. It's looking good to get the kill on Shiro, but it is underneath this tier 2 tower. Is Monet going to be fine? Has to pop his ultimate underneath this tier 2. He's going to be stuck here for a bit, but it's healing up okay still, though. He runs back into the wall with the last bit of his ultimate. They have no disables, though, to keep him there.
He needs this Roshan, and they were not confident enough to man up for it here. They're all TPing it away.
I mean, even if wbg, oh, he got him blind. Beautiful. saw that LGD was TPing away from this Roshan pit. I was going to say, even without a pickoff here, without a TP cancel, they could probably just do Roshan because they know that LGD TP'd away. They get a pick like that on YU Smile. Makes it even easier for Monet.
What was that back?
So, unless they fumble this, we should be witnessing the demise of the Ember. Chaining it up. Pretty easy. Now they might get caught though. Vacuum back in with the charge. This is a trade-off that LGD would certainly take, especially if they can get even more. A Tinker for an Ember Spirit when Tinker is the most farmed hero on the map and the Ember is the least farmed core.
So again, the onus is on LGD to get something done in that initial clash. NKV finished for the TA. We talked about the big items here for Shiro. He's gotten them all now.
Now it's just about finding the right initiation. That's being ruined by JT up on the high ground. JT ruins his own initiation, missing the spear. They commit for him, go for him. Shiro can't quite finish him up, but off the high ground, JT stuck on the low ground. He will die. Gets off the arena with the Supernova, though. They can protect that egg.
Shiro in trouble.
And Shiro is in big time trouble. Stuck fighting up against both Monet and Nothing to Say with no backup whatsoever. A spike carapace managed to land on Echo. Now Monet is on top of the Ember Spirit as well. Got the ensnare necessary to get the kill. They look for more. PYW hit by yet another Yule Scepter. It just does not stop for this poor cow. He just keeps on getting tornadoed through the air. 3 down on the side of LGD. G2.iG will claim the second Roshan.
So difficult to find anybody to focus down.
I mean, you don't want to, but you're gonna have to, right?
Yeah, well, I mean,
if you don't fight outside your base, they're coming to your base.
Shiro, my man.
That was a close call.
What are you doing?
JT almost got him. Ogre Seal Totem over the cliff to
it.
still catch him. Oh, missed the spear there.
Dude, how
Shiro
is he
really
not
does
BKB?
not want to use the BKB, but he may be
insane.
forced into it. Oh, what a vacuum! Wait a minute, LGD hit a really nice 3-man vacuum wall, and they still can't really get aggressive with it. At best, it looks like a Nyx assassin kill and a retreat. Nothing to say, back up to the high ground. He is stuck in the wall. They still have vision of him. Monet! He is holding on to his ultimate as he still has his Aegis, but this is a really awkward fight. Echo is going to keep it going. Echo is going to get a slight on something here, slow down this retreat, and maybe get another opening on G2.iG.
That's
another kill opportunity, a vacuum back onto JT with a charge on through. Monet has to pop his ultimate. PYW managed to help get the kill and get out. They just aren't losing any heroes on the side of LGD. They're kiting this out beautifully. Even the Enchantress is surviving through this one.
Still have BKB
Second
on Shiro.
life on the troll. Monet's back into play. Shiro is ready to go. Now they're ready to dive in. Echo not getting ensnared. Fortunate for him, he will stay alive. Somehow LGD keeps everybody up in just a fantastic team fight that seemed impossible to make happen.
It's going to be wide charging in.
He's trying to get a bit of the vision of the incoming heroes. Nothing to say, he pops out while they try and cover the ground. A vacuum back in wall. Out of the pit they go. PYW charging in onto the Nyx assassin. They're going to try and blow him up, but Shiro gets hit by the spike carapace. Roshan is dropping lower and lower. Monet might make the commitment for it soon. In fact, yeah, with his BKB, they're just going to commit to trying to get the Aegis now, and that's going to be free for him. LGD playing backwards, trying to retreat. Nothing to say. On the jump forward with Baboka. 2-man stun onto New, and YU Smile sets them up nicely for some cleanup here as G2.iG. Couple heroes get low, but nobody quite dies, and they'll continue to get the pickoffs. Not even you, who was caught in that spike carapace earlier. He won't escape as JT hunts him down. Double kill for Nothing to Say. G2.iG continue to win the defensive Roshan fights. If only the charge had put him in a position to collide into the Tinker, then it would have been fine, but he was too far to the left. He can't charge the Tinker, he's got to charge somebody else and just hope that it sort of all lines up. Somehow the troll just gets popped like that. A lot of damage coming out from Shiro, a second life of course. And so LGD continue with their defensive play style. Seen the fight around this area before.
Got to be careful in these windows if you're G2.iG. I mean, that was a fight you didn't have the BKB up on the Tinker. Now it is a very fast cooldown, but
see PYW outside of the base. They'll punish him for it.
Still alive.
Not for long. And now a dieback. 2 minutes and a 4 versus 5 for LGD.
Another banner
Nothing to say, just keeps on
What's he
blinking
doing there?
into them fearlessly. Pin onto Shiro, the perfect
gone.
target for JT to end the game with. Without Shiro, it's all over for LGD, and YU Smile will be the one to call it.
All right, those fights were very close to swinging either way, but it felt like what really won G2iG that game is just the first 15 minutes there. You can see if LGD had pulled ahead better in that early game.
To carry Weaver.
Monet's on the Weaver.
Where's this gyro going?
So
For
they're
gyrocopter.
okay. There's a little swapping going on here. I think that's because they made the Enigma a 5.
Oh, they wanted the gyro
That
to be
they want the
against...
gyro to be against the Enigma, so they're chasing him that way.
It's a little off the mark here for LGD, but Boca's going to swing back in mid. They actually land a shackle to set up the barrage.
Echo trying to keep him back with the raises, keeps
Is
Wind
this
Ranger at bay,
gonna
goes for the kill,
work?
but Boca gets the first blood with a TP rotation for BYW, who tries to hit a toss blood grenade to get the kill.
Just a product of this Enigma not being able to pressure the lane or play up against the Pango, and they're going to try and pressure the Ursa before the level 6.
Boca coming in from behind, a lot of flat cannon shots. Echo is here though, he's going to try and, okay, never mind, cancels the Requiem, sees that it's not really going to be that effective. They got the clockwork, and now the Requiem goes off and it barely lands in time before the TP is complete. He'll get the Boca kill as well. 2 supports die on the side of G2iG. LGD.
No, Wisdom Runes got traded.
Mew. Little long setup here for X-Nova, but he gets the catch onto the Mars to set up JT's rotation. Actually managed to get off the arena into the black hole on 3. Is this going to be good? Echo's going to be able to hit the double race to finish off Monet. Now nothing to say though. Countering the rotation from Echo is going to try and force him to use the Requiem. The stuns will run out and he'll successfully get off the Requiem of Souls to push back G2iG.
More than the Weaver, but the Weaver is kind of a fighting carry, so if you keep that tower up and you can keep fighting around him as G2iG, I think you're happy.
Shiro finally forced off of his tower, and as that tower falls, gets ganked. Gets back to the tier 2, doesn't get off his enrage though, got hit by the shackle before anything could happen there. Beautiful avalanche from behind though, setting up the races to get the kill on the gyrocopter. Now G2iG on the run into the corner of the
they're in
map.
trouble.
LGD can catch something here. Oh, miss spear. Can nothing to say get away off of that miss spear. X-Nova just diving in. Oh, black hole. Okay, YU Smile will stop that TP, and they will collect 3 kills for Echo. Man, he is racking it up this game. They are looking for kills. The SF is very strong, and he only needs one of the 2 between Mars and the Tiny to hit some sort of stun to kind of guarantee it. YU Smile going to be chased down the top lane, sticking around, trying to push out a lane, gets punished for it, trying to go for that extra efficiency. Meanwhile, they'll finally catch up to X-Nova, who's trying to secure the power rune.
Tower is under attack.
Start feeling confident about their own abilities to fight.
I mean, when this Aegis goes down, it's going to help. They're going to try and make a small move here for the Mars has BKB.
And push them around a little bit inside of those cogs, see if they can get the extra burn. Good
Yeah.
pick off.
Why just abandon? I mean, he's looking for a black hole there, but it's not worth it. Just feed 2 instead of 1. So quick smoke here from LG, trying to regain some momentum in this game and some map control.
Yeah, saying you had your fun with the Mars pickoff. We're not going to let that continue to happen.
Not even going to show everybody on that initial jump. 2 still smoked here as they're racing top.
Going for this kill on Mew. They might be able to get it, but they are so heavily committed here. Requiem goes out. The Mars dies. Nothing to say. There is no cancel to his BKB TP out, so I guess they can make that kind of commitment.
It's not going to be directly useful here. It's okay versus SF, Tiny, and Enigma in terms of interrupts, right? If Tiny blinks in and you can Orchid him, can be very good. If you can Orchid a black hole and cancel it, it can be very good.
They knew Monet was going to clear out that and go to the neutrals, and they set up perfectly for him.
Okay, he's trying to get out though.
Oh, he doesn't make it.
This is the kill they want.
I mean, this was such a valuable trade-off. Echo getting punished on what I thought was a really sick setup by them, but seems like G2iG just had enough heroes in the neighborhood. I imagine that depth should lead you to a BKB.
The BKB still doesn't save you from that focus fire, though.
It
That's the
doesn't save
problem.
you from focus fire, but it certainly helps you live a lot longer. Maybe long enough that you know,
Bottom tower.
can wait out the Wind Rangers, BKB. I mean, you're still going to be shrugging off all the like Maelstrom damage, for example. Straight up black hole on, nothing to say, but he had a BKB as soon as the black hole is down. He's walking away. No, he gets bashed. Oh, Shiro. He had the bash lined up for nothing to say and was able to track him down before Windrun could come back up.
It might just win them the game, so who am I to argue with it? Smoke from LGD coming
He
in.
gets spotted. Walking down the cliff a little bit, and some of that spoiled. New tries to go for the initiation, but LGD, they whipped it. And G2.iG will be able to respond in kind. Should be able to chase down one. No, PYW, there's no Suns there. He actually just TP's out, so it's Mew who will die from JT's relentless rolling thunder.
I don't know what this man fight will look like, but I don't think LG are going to expect it. Oh, what a sick setup.
That is beautiful. Gets a fast kill on the Weaver, taken away. The Aegis trying to go for a black hole on JT, but JT landed on him and canceled that black hole. JT's Rolling Thunder still disrupting some of the backline. Meanwhile, the SF is in trouble, caught on the cause, and he's just dead. Bloodthorn by Baboka, who's still alive, still kicking it with nothing to say, trying to chase down these heroes. They head up to the high ground. LGD almost posing like maybe they could think and turn around. G2.iG are a little bit low on some heroes here.
He didn't expect it, but you should have. He does have a Yules here.
He can get the toss back to the neutrals. And then Malefice after that.
Yeah, he's gone.
That's good enough. Wow.
Really
Great
nice
pickup.
catch.
It's okay, the true carries here with the Bloodthorn. Oh, goddamn. What are these blind stuns that keep on happening from PYW and Baboka, man? They're killing it in this series.
I mean, the tips are going out, and well-deserved. I mean, PYW.
Still, what about BKB? Could that have changed the fight? Even if you still die, would you at least get off Requiem? Big offensive potential from the Refresher. The big jump, X-Nova able to get away with the jetpack. They actually toss Shiro onto the little clockwork and do finish him off, but he has to use the enrage now as BKB.
Yeah,
a little bit
nice
awkward time, and he turns back around to kill the Wind Ranger with the black hole.
Oh,
Beautifully
three.
set up. Why you smile? That's a team fight ender right there. Just casually walks in for a 3-man black hole on 2 cores. JT can't even get away.
I mean, can you stall this if you're G2.iG? They're trying to get here, man,
They
but
are very desperate to try and stall it. It's just not going to work.
yeah, it's not even close. They know there's no black hole, though. They're going to try and take the fight.
They really are. The Wind Ranger just went through like
NTS?
that. Are you insane? Nothing to say?
Oh. Instant Hex. No BKB for him, not expecting it.
And PYW's he's just on catch duty. They've already won the fight, so get whatever else you can. And in this case, it's going to be Baboka. Once again, the arena. Monet, this time, the core of G2.iG gets off the BKB before the pin happens.
You have to bait out the BKB and then find this Bloodthorn Nullifier combination. That's what you're looking for here. It would be a wasted arena. Not what Mew was looking for.
Kind of zones them back, I guess, to be able to take the building. JT takes the opportunity for a jump. Hitting up heroes. Echo comes in with his first Requiem, blowing up the clockwork. Meanwhile, the black hole again. Why you smile? He just keeps on landing these. They throw out another Requiem to hit the Wind Ranger, finish him off, and even send JT packing. Buybacks, though, coming out. And LGD trying to escape. Won't be able to make it far. They're going to be caught. They have to fight this one. The Ursa is being kited around, trying to go for the kill. Big
Aegis in
smash
5
there from the
seconds.
God's Rebuke. The Aegis is going down soon, and they're trying to know. He finished him off. They actually killed them. They could have just waited 2 more seconds and they would have been fine. Now the Ursa's coming back into play, and he's just going to tear up this fight. They have no more buybacks left on the side of G2.iG. They've used their last one.
That's it.
On Monet, and it's just nothing left for G2.iG. We are going to a game 3 in this tiebreaker, the 5th game of today between LGD and G2.iG to determine who is going to be eliminated from Riyadh Masters and who is going to be staying alive.
Very good against these melee guys. You know, that scatter shot does a lot of damage point blank range. You should be able to bully and create a lot of momentum there. They just have so many nukes, and I feel like
So correct play here from LGD. No way you're just going in a 2v2 and expecting to win it there. At least get something out of these shenanigans that make it a bit chaotic. You can maybe even look for some backstab mid with this Tiny around the level 2 or 3. NTS is susceptible. You have a lot of nuke damage that come out.
That'll ensure the kill on Boboka. So Shiro picks up the first blood. Good start for LGD. You would hope you would have more than just the boar stacking going on, like PYW could do a little bit.
Looking for the gank mid.
Might be able to get it. Kick back into PYW. Avalanche in a position to get a toss deeper into the tower. Now the creeps are dead. The tower Echo switched over to nothing to say, but it's not good enough. With the two supports, they just burst down the Tiny, and they get out of the tower range. A roll in from Echo lands on Boboka this time around. Why you smile? Shadow Demon, not the best hero to take advantage of this positioning. May just limp along and die underneath this tower. Pops a fairy fire, can't stay alive, can't get the kill on Boboka either. Echoes has to just roll out of his own lane to stay alive. 3 versus 3, that goes terribly for LGD, and nothing to say. A bit of a reach here, trying to go for blind kisses. Snagged one of them, but ultimately will miss out on the third kill in this mid lane. Echo being hunted down so aggressively, had to TP back to Fountain.
If you get some deep vision here and you bring numbers, I'm bringing NTS to this part of the map right now. I'm contesting this Wisdom Rune. I'm backstabbing the tower. I'm taking the fight to LGD.
Oh, he gets tossed back into tier 2. So X-Nova's going to die off of this one. Will they get the Wisdom Rune as well? G2.iG, they're actually going to fight for this one. Monet's going to drop his ultimate. They go for the Wisdom Rune. They go for the kill on the Tiny, and they do manage to get it. New is also going to just die here in this AoE. The Muerta ultimate, the calling is still going on around that area. They do manage to get those 2 kills. YU Smile did snatch away the Wisdom Rune on the other side of the map, so at least LGD were able to even some things out there.
In fact, G2IG are just going to potentially bypass it and look towards the triangle again. They want the power rune. Will not go into the hands of that Snapfire.
Hey, with this off-lane tower being gone so early, they make this rotation through the triangle, and Monet is able to help them out. An area that would usually be protected. Monet is able to kind of invade, put some more pressure there, see if they can find a kill with the kisses. They're going to get it on you. Wait, disruption buys him a little bit of time. There's still going to be a kiss or two that lands on him, and that is enough to finish him off. Monet, though, hit by the Avalanche, couldn't complete the TP. Now he's going to take out Echo with the hit-and-run maneuver that nets him 2 kills and get away.
I mean, the biggest maybe dissuader is just the roll-in from the Earth Spirit kicking you back with a Magnetize. I guess that makes the tier 1 mid-siege a little spooky.
Yeah, you combine that with a Tiny toss back or even just a combo.
But the long-range poke catches PYW from this tree line. Nice little backstab, and Renee's going to come in here to try and ramp up the pressure and secure this.
Like, the upside is very high if it does work.
They're going to find you on the back end of that camp, so he secures the stacks, but he will lose his life to a quick ult from NTS. I mean, you gain 1 and you fall back down 2 steps here.
Yeah.
For Echo, not only for the supports to get some extra experience, but to slow down the pace here from G2IG. But Monet, he's lingering around this river.
Disruption, no roll-in. They're going to wait till they reveal some more heroes. Now they get the roll-in, straightens on the Snapfire. A beautiful Magnetize. Play it slow, and this fight could be very good for LGD. A turnaround from JT, locking in the Muerta. They're going to go for that kill. They do manage to get it. Echoes is still stacking up this Magnetize. JT is going to try and make an early escape.
Going in.
Has to cancel it as he's the roll in from Echo. Gets more Magnetize. A crash landing. Big damage. Will that finish off any of these heroes? An Avalanche will get the Crystal Maiden. And Monet, he does not get remagnetized. Echo, I think he might just be running out of boulders. Yeah, he's all out. He used them all in that last fight to get a team fight that actually goes the way of LGD. Even if they lose their Muerta, it was worth a lot for Echo.
He's going to run it back mid. They're still in a solid position. I mean, that's the crazy part. Even after that fight, they're still the top 3 cores here, still looking for the tower backstab.
Yeah, still able to dive towers and get picks.
It's another pretty good ultimate, but
the
they burst it.
He's stuck inside the colony. He can't use his ultimate. He's just stuck there. Damage finally goes out. The kiss does reach the Shadow Demon, and it kills them where it's up before the TP can go through. G2IG, they might have hit a little bit of a speed bump that they know they are cruising right now. They just know they're stronger.
No, they'll just back up.
Well, they might need to save JT here. They are in pretty far. This tier 1 tower is still up if they wanted to play for it. Mech will keep JT alive just a little bit longer, but he doesn't even bother to pop it. He's just, they really gave up on him there. Wow. How do you judge the overall matchup of Muerta versus Gyrocopter?
I mean, Muerta will slay this hero in the late game. But
Blade
the
Mail
mid-game
does not protect you against an amp damage from nothing to say. He turned a lot of damage back around. Don't get me wrong, it's just a little bit too much for his HP pool. Just unfortunate. They're actually going to go for the kisses with these heroes slowed down. They're going to turn this around with a Gyrocopter ultimate and kisses. The long-range poke almost secures the kill.
I don't know about
Disruption going to come back in, but he got a blink. The blink away from PYW. The Gleipnir does land onto the Beastmaster. With the one with the Aegis. They'll take that Aegis away. They try and kill him a second time.
They're going to commit.
Seems like nothing saying wants to go for it, but a turnaround roar goes out from Mew, and now he's got the drums to Roarin, and X-Nova and Nothing to Say both going to fall in order to get that kill onto Mew. PYW gets run down on the side as well. A trade-off of 2 for 2 after the round of Aegis.
Going to put a lot more pressure on PYW here to find these toss combinations, maybe isolate heroes, pull those auras out of the ball. Quick little ult, does find an avalanche.
Yeah, the avalanche stops the kisses, which stops the damage required to finish up Mew. Monet tried to finish it off with a flat cannon and the rocket, but a disruption buys a bit of time. But Shiro's just in so deep, and there's no way out.
Just got melted.
Yeah. He just got rocket barrage down by Monet, and he rushed to Gleipnir, has no force tap or anything like that. So once he's in, there's no way out.
Man, I will say he got ice fogged a little bit in that tree gap with the pathing. Did him no favor.
Oh, look at that toss! That was beautiful! That sets up a magnetize that will burn out all of these heroes, maybe even Monet. He's gonna go for a TP away, but they have the roll to stop it as well. Echo and PYW, a two-man team that just took down 5.
What just happened? Absolute disaster on a casual tier 2 push by G2.iG. LGD just catch him sleeping. You gave it to PYW, and he's feeling it right now.
X-Nova. He's going to stop the immediate jump here from LGD. But Echo still gets the roll in. The magnetize on to 3, now 4. A full-on retreat from G2.iG as they give up their Crystal Maiden.
They did use triple BKB and the Muerta ulti.
They did. They may have jumped the gun on this a little bit too much, and now Echo, his BKB is down. Caught. Nope. Disruption bails him out from that ultimate. A dead shot pushes back Monet enough space, but what a grab there from the pin. Can they get on top of this one? PYW trying to get all of these heroes off of his boys as they're retreating on out of here. They're so close to getting away, but it looks like maybe they're just going to get run down as Why You Smile. Mew. Any damage? So flat cannon shot and a bushwhack. They get him eventually. The missile bounced over to Echo. He'll be fine.
Will he?
Gleipnir landed onto him. He's got another roll in 2 seconds, so he's fine. Meanwhile, deep on the other side of the map, PYW.
You commit here if you're G2.iG. Force LGD to jump you again. You have BKB advantage. You have another pit firestorm. You still have your auras up on the Underlord. They're not going to do
that. They're gonna smoke and try and get the initiation onto LGD instead of letting LGD try and take the first step.
I mean, you'd love to find the timing here. Shiro's just sitting here.
They activated the Roshan Roar. Shiro pops his BKB and his amp damage. How much is he going to be able to get done with it? He kills a Crystal Maiden, but that's a buyback. A Gleipnir out on JT, and Shiro's at half HP. PYW's in some trouble. Of course, Snap trying to get him away. A cookie forward onto a Primal Roar up Gyrocopter, who will get bursted down by Shiro. The amp damage, they didn't respect it. They saw it, and they still walked into it and let Shiro get his opportunity, but with multiple buybacks, G2.iG just planning on running over LGD, not letting Shiro escape. A kick out, they'll be able to finish him off, no problem. Turn back to the rest of the heroes as Echo rolls into all 4 of them here, surrounded by all these heroes, bushwhacked up and controlled easily. LGD damn near get wiped in all of this one. PYW, the lone survivor who did die, he just bought back earlier.
Did cost G2.iG 2 buybacks, and one of those on their carry in Monet. If you can get a toss back, that's a different story.
Yeah, how are you going to set this fight up? Are you going to go for the toss back first, and then do you kick back after that, or what do you do? Monet pops his BKB. So he gets out of range. The Primal Roar tries to stop him. It doesn't work. JT came in off of his gate,
Shiro
and
commits.
Shiro's gonna go for it. Shiro's gonna try and get this kill onto JT, but he had a cheese and he had a pipe, so he was healthy enough to get away. Now the BKB is
rough.
gone from Shiro. They're tracking him down. They need some help. Only a disruption. That's only gonna buy him a pittance of time, and he's gonna come back into a world of hurt from G2iG. Now the carry is dead. They go high ground again.
They're just cutting these fights so well. I think the roar had to be there on the gyro the second he went under that tower. But LGD not sure if they wanted to commit on him. But again, that's the problem with the Aegis there.
Have to play for a
Another
buyback.
four-man
Another
ammo.
combo from PYW that sets up Echo to hit the magnetize.
Is
but
it enough?
Is it enough this late into the game with the Satanic on Monet and Aegis to boot? They're going to have to track him down.
Yo,
and
this man's insane.
Yeah, he goes in to commit for the Aegis. Has to give up his life for this.
Oh,
What a
that
nice toss, though. It finishes up the Snapfire and gets some good damage onto JT. Now missing their
Need more.
Snapfire, G2iG had to retreat, and they're just going to give up on a support here. Xnova bombs the freezing field, knowing his doom is nigh.
And G2iG are going to try and not give this Tiny an opening and cancel his blink as fast as they can. Smoke gets broken on a ward. NTS just going to open up the fight.
It forces a reaction. Echo, he rolls in.
Decent
His team
damage.
playing behind him quite a bit. Now they go in. You looking
Didn't
for his
get the-
opportunity. Didn't get the roar.
Got Lincoln's blocked, I think.
Yeah. And Monet, well, his BKB is running out. They're trying to draw out Shiro's ultimate. It's going to fade away soon, and maybe they can reconnect after that. PYW tosses him onto Monet, says, go get him, Shiro, and Shiro obliges with the big dataless single target damage. He blows up and finishes off the gyrocopter before Satanic can come into play, and they take that fight.
Somehow you have to get value out of this BKB Satanic on the gyro. Like, you have to effectively use Monet's double life here to its maximum. Maybe bait a tiny jump.
Instead, to get the jump onto the Sapphire. Sapphire's trouble, blown up immediately. Now, Monet gets some flat cannon shots, but LGD are decently healthy. It's just PYW who has to back away. The Bloodstone healing, Echo back up. G2iG, once again, are playing off of buybacks in order to win a Roshan fight. It worked for them last time.
You have to use this buyback from NTS to get something done here. It's insanely expensive for him.
And you said, how do you start this fight? Well, you just walk in. They're just going to do just that.
This is
walk
so
in,
dangerous.
Monet with the Lotus. Is it going to be good enough? They give him a cookie to try and hop out, reset. PYW, 4-staff disruption, just trying to buy a bit of time. But it looks like PYW is going to die, but he got off a combo, almost finishing up Monet, and Shiro delivers the final blow. Now the Primal Roar can be used onto the Snapfire instead, which is looking at a dieback right now. Shiro could just get the damage done, or maybe Echo can hunt him down. Rolling on through all these heroes, nothing to say. Throws his last bit of damage. A multi-shot does some good work, setting up JT with his clean to finish off some. And now
Monet's
Monet
back.
coming in from behind with the grab onto Shiro, no longer having his ultimate. No second ultimate for Shiro means it's going to be a hard way to be able to take this, but they're going to go for it with the TB coming in. Another beautiful combination after combination. PYW and Echo do not stop. They keep on putting them together and using their magic damage to absolutely cream G2iG.
How did you even go Roshi, or do you try to end the game? Full buybacks committed by both teams here.
Radiant's top
You have to kite these fights out if you're G2iG. You have to play around the pits. The pits were the one thing working for them in that fight. You do have the level 25 talent for the Underlord, so that pit duration is increased. These things are really difficult to fight through once the BKBs are gone. Unfortunately, triple refresher means you have 6 BKBs here.
Bounces it back onto News Beastmaster, but it doesn't matter, man. Shiro, he's shredding heroes. They're gone. They're done. Shiro's too damn big, and the GG is already called. G2iG is out, and LGD will move on.
The start of this day, it looked grim for this squad. I mean, they were on the brink of elimination multiple times here, but somehow in the twilight hour able to pull it back.